Hey,
Can you
Is really all the only results for Sonic? What the fuck?
stop typing in Sonic costumes? You fucking weird furry.
What? No.
Stop. I hear
I'm
you
just
typing still.
shopping for Sonic. I'm not looking for Sonic costumes specifically.
he wants to buy Sonic on the black
Hello.
web.
Yeah.
Hello,
That's
everybody.
not right.
My name is Rudy, otherwise known as Zombie Blood TV. Well, I'm also joined by Jacob, otherwise known as Arrow Monkey.
Do you guys
Yeah,
want a
that's me.
Sonic personalized favor bag?
I want to see it.
It's $5 for fucking garbage, but hey, there you go.
Oh, it's tasty.
I'm good. You're still sending me costumes. Stop.
Do you want that? It's not a costume. It's a Sonic. What the fuck was it? Sonic
also-
personalized favor bag, 12-pack.
I'm also joined by Granger, otherwise known as Lieutenant Lollipop.
Hey, it's me. Look, you get 12 of those for $5.
That's
It's
not
got that
bad.
Sonic sticker and it says Tony's 5th birthday party. Am I put on that one?
In with an
Is that
invite.
customizable?
I'm pretty sure you said customizable.
It's just a Sonic, yeah, personalized.
Oh,
But
shit.
I'd like to imagine that every single one of them says fucking Tony's 5th birthday party on it.
Can I
Yeah,
have
personalized,
Rudy's-
not personalizable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse
Hello.
me, I'm so sorry.
Hello, everybody who has just unfortunately stumbled in here to listen to this horrendous mess of speaking. Today we're going to be doing another story that's going to be told by me. Yeah, someone asked me what the story is called. Do it right now.
What's the story called?
Not yet.
Oh,
Granger.
never mind. Hold
What do
on,
you
look
mean,
for
not
more
yet?
Tony.
Okay, now I want to hear it. What's the story called?
I can't
called
find any more Tony.
Mysterious Mishaps.
Spooky.
Yes, it is very.
Is it?
Yes,
I was joking.
give or take. I'm not really sure.
It sounds like butterflies and rainbows to me.
Okay. If mishaps are butterflies and rainbows, then I hate to see what good things are to you.
Yeah.
Pain and misery.
Oh, I see. Thunderclaps ring out, exploding in the night sky. Rain clattered down on the homes of the Pompous Dickhead Village.
On the what now?
Pompous Dickhead Village.
Is that what it's called?
Yes. Do you not remember the setting?
Pompous Dickhead Village, you say?
Well, I'll continue. Winds kicked
Am I
up.
supposed to remember?
You are, but I expected somebody to remember. Fuck. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's keep it moving. Winds kicked up and blew down decorations that littered the rooftops and yards of the large houses. All of these decorations were uniform and seemingly the exact same. All except for one of the large mansions at the end of the cul-de-sac. The windows were still blown out.
Oh, is this from Polar Train?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I remember now.
The windows.
That was Pompous Dickhead Village, huh?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
The windows were still blown out. Arrows still littered the yard, and the backyard was still full of trees. And of course, the only decoration set out was an inflatable flailing arm tube man with the Verizon logo on the side.
Fuck yeah.
The dilapidated home sat silent in the quiet darkness of the night rain. The entirety of the estate was vacant. The owners were last there a whole year ago. The neighbors told stories. They assumed the worst. They would have gone to check on the house, but they were told once by one of the residents, whom was the head of the HOA in their neighborhood, that if I ever don't show up to an HOA meeting, you better not come check on me. If you do, I'll scoop out all your eyes with the dipstick candy thing. I'm glad I at least got a chuckle.
Which one of us said that?
Head of the HOA, you don't remember, you don't remember that story? I guess it wasn't actually a year ago.
It's been a while ago.
It's been actually
Yeah,
a
that
year.
was a long time. I slept since then.
It's me. It's Rudy. It's Rudy.
Oh.
Since that day, they never bothered him or his friends. But where were they all? The four weirdos that made weird noises and screamed. They were a hindering factor on every normal person's life, but they were suddenly feeling a little missed. The pitter-patter of rain knocked politely on the rooftop, and a soft drop of water leaking from the ceiling ceiling clanged into a pot that was far past full. Suddenly,
Just to be clear,
yes,
this is the setting from the Polar Train, you said?
yes,
This is our mansion, but it's abandoned. We all dead or something. I don't know.
we'll see.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, just to be clear, that story was uploaded, not told, uploaded on January 7th of this year.
So it wasn't that long.
It's been 10 months.
10
Yeah,
months,
it's probably
10 months and a week.
probably told in December if I had to guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. There's no way. Okay. Suddenly, bang! The front door of the mansion knocks open, slamming into a wall that it is adjacent to, which would have left a hole there if there wasn't one already. There in the doorway, getting drenched in the rain, stood 5 silhouettes. A crash of lightning lit their tired faces. There was Rudy, the small shirt-wearing, dabble-doing, Fortnite-dancing HOA head, looking as though he'd seen some shit. Directly to the left
Did
of him
you
was...
say shirt wearing?
Yeah, small shirt wearing.
That's
Wait,
the
small
describing
shirt wearing?
characteristic.
Is this Dungeons and Dragons? No, it's a story. Hello. Oh, well, I'm telling a story. It's called Mysterious Mishaps.
Yeah.
So far, big scary mansion, night rain, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Listen in.
Galileo.
Looking as though he'd seen some shit. Directly to the left of him was Jacob, a muscular hooded archer with a jacket that had a tag of $4,000. Behind them, stumbled in Granger.
Got him. Get God, Jacob.
Behind them, stumbled in Granger, a somehow lanky and at the same time overweight nerd that walked in with a large dictionary in his hands.
Yes.
The familiar faces stopped there, but the
What
figures...
about the hat?
Yeah, where's the saltines?
Don't worry about it. This is Dungeons and Dragons, sorry. It's not, it's just a story. God damn it, Norman, stop sending me fucking Instagram shit. Okay.
And so much of it you can't even see.
I know. The familiar faces stopped there, but the figures didn't. Some new faces followed behind the original crew. Hey, Norman, can you get the lights, my son? Rudy spoke up. One of the smaller shadows tip-tapped its way towards a light switch located on the far wall. No. We haven't paid the bills in over a year. That won't work. Here, said Rudy, handing the child a large extension cord. Go plug this into the neighbor's outdoor socket. They won't mind.
He's gonna steal electricity.
That's a lot of effort, said Norman. What'd you do it for, a Norman snack? Said Rudy as he held out a small Tupperware box of ham and spaghetti.
Oh,
This is
that is a Norman snack.
This is the most D&D. Most definitely D&D. There's nothing you can do about it. That's not true. It's not D&D. I promise. You make a good DM.
rolled to
Rolling initiative to fight him.
I rolled a swim through the floor, through the air.
You missed.
I rolled a fucking throwaway Norman Scooby snacks.
You can't throw away Scooby snacks. It's not okay. What you doing for a Norman snack? Said Rudy as he held out a small Tupperware box of ham and spaghetti. I guess, Norman said as he trotted off, the extension cord in hand. As he headed out the door, Jacob made his way upstairs with one of the other strangers. They made their way all the way past the last door on the right. And... all the way to the last door on the right. And here's your new room, Jacob said while fumbling the door to open it. When Jacob pried the door open, an ocean of used tissues and empty plastic bottles spilled out into the hallway. Oh, I love it, said the stranger. I knew you would, Merrick, said Jacob while patting Merrick on the shoulder. Jacob went downstairs, leaving Merrick to settle in. Downstairs, Granger and Rudy sat in the complete darkness, waiting for the power to come back on. All of a sudden, a small light flicks back on. Ah, yes, my powerful son, very good, said Rudy. So,
Grow, my powerful son. Ooh, you must get big.
So, are we going to talk about what happened, back there? Granger piped up. What is there to talk about? Asked Jacob. Agent 1, the Special Forces elf, tried to kill us with silly string, which obviously didn't work. No, I mean, about him, Granger said, pointing towards the room upstairs. I never knew someone could be allergic to silly string, Rudy said, somberly staring out the window into the rainy night. We couldn't
You
save
just don't
him.
give a fuck at all. You just like fucking Santa. That story from last year. Fuck.
We couldn't save him. It is what it is. Okay. Say, when did we meet the other guy again? And remind me how you got a son?
Wait. Tommy was a part of that last one, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Holy
He
fuck.
died.
Did he die in the story?
We all died at the end of the story. Give or take, but you can't kill someone with sling string.
You can't?
Unless you're allergic. As you grasp the Tupperware containers, your legs buckle underneath you and your mind attempts to comprehend the absolute power of Norman's snacks. Make an intelligence saving throw or
my
suffer
God.
10d8 psychic damage. Holy shit.
Who did what now?
I rolled a 20. I'm good.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. And remind me how you got a son? Granger asked, changing the subject. We put out a Craigslist ad for a professional clown, and Merrick replied, "Duh, how could you forget this?" said Jacob, making some popcorn in the now working microwave.
My bad, Jacob.
And I took a big shit that started moving. He's my poo son, said Rudy, clipping his toenails.
He's my powerful poo son that eats ham and spaghetti. What do you not understand?
The back door swung open, causing all of the trio downstairs to scream like little babies. Why the fuck are you guys screaming? It's me, Norman said, making his way into the light. Norman is about 5 years old with the voice of an adolescent. He wears overalls and taps on the ground with his small child shoes. Oh, and he's a literal god at FPS games.
Does he sound like Mr. Hanky from South Park?
Professional clown.
No, because he's a piece of poo.
No, he's not actually a poo.
I'm
But he-
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
That's my son you're talking about, okay? You gotta do more. Okay. Good job, son. Here you go, said Rudy, throwing a sloppy handful of spaghetti into the air. Norman reared up and chomped on up every bit of ham and noodle that there was in a
Jesus
matter
Christ.
of milliseconds. I'm gonna go to the bathroom now, said Norman, tapping again towards the bathroom door.
How does this shit?
Loud anime music and screaming blared from the closed door. Not even an amateur clown. Not a hobby. Yes, professional clowns are real. Come on.
They are. Granger's one.
Yeah, Steve-O went to... Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. Granger aspires to be one.
Yeah. I haven't graduated clown college. I flunked out.
How do you feel, clown?
I don't know.
Being bad at juggling.
That's classic. Anyway, said Jacob while stuffing his face with a handful of popped corn. We should probably get started, settled back in, he continued while walking and plopping onto the living room couch. Yeah,
Guess I'll
first...
settle for goldfish.
You better fucking stop climbing over there, you piece of shit.
Okay, there it is.
That's the
There
one.
it is.
That was a little weak at first. There you go. If there was a loser competition, you would be number 2. Get owned, Granger. Get destroyed.
Fuck.
Yeah, first, let me pay the bills. We're probably a little behind, Rudy said, making his way to the front door and sifting through the footprint-covered mail that piled up underneath the mail slot. Okay. We only need to pay $40,000 to catch up on all our taxes. Taxes and such. Pocket change, Rudy said while clumping up the bills into a large ball. Rudy then stamped over the Granger, who was still trying to read the word apple in his dictionary.
Yes.
Rudy, shut. You got that far, yeah.
That's down to the P's? Holy fuck. I made it. No, I didn't quite make it to Aardvark yet. That's a tricky one.
How many of you are actually watching the chat? It's me.
I'm also watching.
I'm watching the chat.
I'm a bad
Pocket
boy.
change
I'm
for
not watching.
professional clown. Maybe so. Okay.
He was hired, but he's just liked the group so much that he's now just there for free.
Mm-hmm. Rudy shoved his fist up Granger's ass and pulled out around $40,000 in small bills. All this accompanied by...
Small bills.
Did you at least mind the GameCube controller I had up there?
Yes, I did, because it went around it.
Okay, good. That's an inside joke.
Jesus.
That's fucking years old.
Yeah, it is. All this accompanied by Granger's trademark shriek.
If you would have told me that I was supposed to have popcorn for this story, I would have.
No, it's okay. We didn't really need to make preparations.
Stop eating, goddamn.
After this, Granger then stop. After this, Granger then went back to happily attempting to read. Rudy then slapped the bills together in a large clump and reared up to the window. He then threw the ball of paper out as far as he could into the inky blackness.
You paid.
I'm sorry. That's a good joke, and no, I don't think Granger caught it.
Which one?
Bills and bills. Like dollar bills. Oh.
Into the inky blackness.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You don't really think that's going to work. Jacob was suddenly stopped as the ceiling lights flickered on and the inner workings of the house rumbled into working order. Immediately, a scream rang out from upstairs. "Oh shit!" Merrick yelled while running down the stairs. His face was suddenly met with a drawn bow, a ready axe blade, and a spare flamethrower. Whoa!
God, pulling out the old cards.
Yeah.
Wait, so I got the bow, the flamethrower. What was the other one?
A ready axe.
Oh, okay.
Not just any flamethrower.
Oh, I know.
Fair flamethrower.
Whoa! Guys, what's wrong? Asked Merrick. Merrick stood staggered with a dark red hoodie that says Epic in all caps and holy jeans, really showing that he's a man of style. "Why did you yell?" asked Jacob, slowly releasing the pull on the knocked arrow. "Dude, I found a large, possibly lethal dildo." Merrick then excitedly uncovered the humongous member hidden behind his back. Just then, a gigantic clash of lightning clapped and knocked the power out, yet again. The entire group screamed.
Easy go.
The entire group screamed like a freaking child, all except for Norman, who was now asleep on the toilet. Granger marched his way over the nearest wall socket and yelled, $40,000 for this garbage? He then went in for a light kick of frustration. As soon as his grubby toe made contact, the power flickered right back on, and the room was again lit by the bright overhead lights.
Good job. Go easy come.
Well, that was convenient, Granger said, while turning around and tripping over something soft. Who left this mattress laying out here? Granger cut himself off as he met face to face with the corpse of Rudy laying straight up from the floor. Granger recoiled.
It's a clue. Who done it? We got a mystery afoot, boys.
Granger recoiled in terror and backed up into Jacob and Merrick, who were just as terrified as him. What happened? Merrick asked in a shaky voice. What do you mean what happened? You killed him, Jacob said while aiming another arrow at Merrick. Wait. We don't even know what happened to him. He could have died of a heart attack for all we know, Granger intervened. Just then, Norman came trotting out of the bathroom with a piece of toilet paper on his shoe. He saw the corpse of his father on the ground and slowly tried to backstep back into the bathroom. Hold on, you're a suspect too, Granger called to Norman while going to the bathroom and pulling him into the living room. Now, Detective Bozo is on the case, Granger said while pulling out a detective hat seemingly out of nowhere and placing it on his head. He stomps over to the dead body in the middle of the living room and begins to examine the cadaver. Granger pulls out a retro tape recorder and clicks it on. Body seems to have blunt force trauma in the back of his head, which could have been literally done by anyone in this room, considering we're all armed. So basically, that gets us nowhere.
Good job, me.
Dude, I wasn't
Elementary,
even over
my
here.
dear Watson.
I wasn't even over here. Plus, I don't have a weapon. No one spoke up. Likely story, Mr. Nya. But what about this? Granger said while pulling a .45 caliber pistol out of Norman's front overall pocket. No son of Rudy would be unarmed. Okay, I had a weapon, but I wasn't even in the room, Norman said while Granger sniffed the handgun. Yes, but what if you stuck it at the bathroom while the power was out and pistol whipped him from behind? Granger said while pushing up his glasses like an anime nerd. Can I say something? Jacob interrupted. I'm innocent. There's no arrow in him, so I couldn't have killed him. Uh-huh. What about this? Granger said while digging around in Jacob's quiver.
He pulled out his giant penis and he was like, gonna hit him with this!
Granger then uncovered a duct tape arrow. This could easily kill a man, said Granger. Well, then why was it still in my quiver, oh great detective? Jacob asked with his arms crossed. You had more than enough time to shoot the arrow in the back of Rudy's head, then you catch it midair and then put it back in your quiver. Granger said while again
Bounce off of targets like that. That is true.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah!
That's true, you have. That explains why you know that.
Yeah!
It's really cool to catch them out of midair. It's fun. It's terrifying, but it's fun.
Granger said while again anime pushing up his glasses. What about you, Detective Bozo? Merrick spoke up. You could have just as easily killed Rudy, and you have a motive.
But wouldn't there have been blood on the arrow?
No. He's just blood force trauma on the ground.
Fair enough. You win.
You could have just as easily killed Rudy, and you have a motive. What? What? No, I don't. Granger said, looking nervous. Yeah, Jacob chimed in. You always said that you hated it when Rudy shoves his hand up your ass.
Yeah!
Well, yeah, but before Granger could finish, another flash of
Especially
lightning.
when I'm dead.
Before Granger could finish, another flash of lightning blinds the room, and the power again goes out. The room fell silent for a whole minute, but suddenly, an axe swing. What? Suddenly, an axe swing sound. Okay, an axe swing sound. The sound of a large dildo being swung around, and a 45 caliber handgun shot, and the sound of an arrow being released. All rang out all at once in no particular order.
Everyone is dead.
The lights flickered on. The lights flickered immediately back on. Holy shit. I should have proofread this. Oh well.
We really need to fucking fix our lighting.
No kidding.
All these murders happening.
On the floor lay the dead body of Merrick. What the frick is going on? No, okay. What the frick is going on? Screamed Norman with a smoky gun in hand. I'll tell you what happened. One of us just killed Merrick, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this all, Granger yelled back. Jacob made his way over to see the dead body of Merrick. To look at the dead body of Merrick. I see a gash in the side of him, which honestly could be an axe hit, a gunshot wound, or a through-and-through arrow. So, like, that gets us nowhere again, said Jacob.
We all killed him.
Granger made his way over on all fours and sniffed the entire area. Yeah, he's dead all right, Granger confirmed. Jacob walked over to the small quivering child in the corner of the room and whispered to him, I think Granger might be the killer. We need to tackle and restrain him before anything else can go wrong. But first, I need a distraction. Norman nodded and went up to Granger. Dude, I shut my pants, said Norman.
That's distracting, alright.
Again? Said Granger as he stood up from all fours. Jacob then tackled and held him down while Norman grabbed the convenient rope from a bag.
That's incredible.
He just walked up to me and just said he shat himself and that worked?
Yeah?
Why wouldn't it?
I guess so. It's pretty distracting.
Well, Norman grabbed the convenient rope from a bag next to the couch. Wait, you're both the killers? Granger said while wriggling around in his tied-up state. No, Granger, you're the killer, said Jacob. Granger just stared in confusion. Suddenly, he picked up a whiff of something, and his eyes went wide. Wait, I know where it is! The killer is... Before Granger could finish, yet another thunderclap boomed and knocked out the power.
I want to be alive. No, please.
The living room again went dark. And when the lights came back on, Granger sat dead in the ropes.
Fuck!
What?
It's
What the
okay,
hell?
me and Norman win these.
What the hell? Said Jacob. He then turned his attention to Norman, who looked just as confused as him. If it wasn't him, then who? Asked Norman in the shaky voice. Jacob's scared expression was changed immediately to a somber gaze. It must have been you, Jacob said, pulling back an arrow aimed at Norman. Just then, the lights went out with the lightning again, and there on the floor lay Jacob. Norman stared on with a face of terror. he had not moved from his spot, and he fully knows it. There's no one else in the house. Or was there?
Oh shit.
Norman scrambled.
You can't be allergic to silly string.
Norman scrambled and pulled out his gun. Walking through the house slowly and aiming down every which way, Norman tiptoed up the stairs, up the upstairs hallway, and slowly made his way through the rooms. First on the left, he opened the door. First door on the left, he opened it, and out came a few hundred broken bowstrings and empty popcorn bags. A quick glimpse made it obvious there was no one in the room. Norman turned around and went to the first door on the right. 1,000 dictionaries and encyclopedias flooded their way into the hallway.
I guess that's my room.
Another glimpse? Nothing. Second door on the left. Norman fought the door open and outspilled a million as sitting on TV products and pieces of streaming equipment.
I guess that's Rudy's room.
Yet again, nothing. Norman turned to get into the next door when he heard some shuffling inside. The last door on the right. Norman mustered up the courage, and barged in, pistol at the ready. Norman stopped and looked around. Norman stopped and looked around more thoroughly. He flipped on the light inside of the room and checked every crevice he could find. Norman was searching underneath the bed and was finding nothing when he heard shuffling again, this time inside the closet. Norman suddenly walked over to the door and grabbed the knob. Quietly and quickly, he flung the door open, but just as the door was fully open, the lights went dark again.
Damn lighting.
And someone or something tackled him. A fight ensued as the two struggled for the gun Norman had. The lights flickered back on, and the thing attacking Norman was fully illuminated. Norman's eyes went wide as he stared at the attacker. There over him, he saw a copy of Fortnite for the Xbox.
Excuse me?
Horrifying.
Norman, frozen in disbelief, watched on as his opponent snatched the gun and pointed it at him. But dude, why, dude? Norman yelled. You killed my fucking dad and my friends, you asshole! Why? The crazed copy spoke up. The reason why is simple. They wouldn't play me. Every holiday I get an update. I'm popular on Twitch. I have fun and dynamic gameplay. There's no reason.
Actually, Fortnite. I was thinking it was gonna be Tommy, but fuck, it's Fortnite. Fortnite's here to murder us.
I have fun and dynamic gameplay. There's no reason for them to play. There's no reason for them not to play me. The exiled Xbox copy began pacing and continued. Jacob liked me, yes, but he was gonna kill you, and I simply could not have that. You're the worst of them all. You started playing me, and you pointed out my gameplay flaws.
Boom!
The copy grabbed at where its head would be if it had one. No one should be able to do that and get away with it, said Fortnite as he pointed the pistol at Norman.
You fucking calm down over there.
But how did you get in? Asked Norman, finally building up the courage to speak to a video game copy. I hitched a ride on Merrick. Oh, those poor little Zoomers, and their need to play me. Those fools! You killed a potential player! You're insane! Yelled Norman at the demented disc copy. The posture of the box straightened up, and it took on a more somber look. Maybe, but at least I'm not dead. The kooky copy lifted the gun and pointed it again at Norman. Right before the gonzo game could pull the trigger, a voice rang out from the door. You're not dead, but neither am I. What?
Oh, yeah!
Said Fortnite,
He's a good boy.
Said Fortnite, shocked to see one of its victims again standing. Rudy walked forward with a shotgun pointed at the box and continued. Thanks to your shoddy at best lag compensation, you didn't even graze us, let alone kill us. Us? Fortnite staggered and began to back away. Jacob, Granger, and Merrick all walked in behind Rudy. No, wait, that's not possible, spoke the bushed battle royale. Just then, everyone started laying into the copy of Fortnite, each hit and shot accompanied by a no! When the deed was done, the quintet scooped up the video game pieces and put it into the trash where it belongs. You okay,
Hell
son?
yeah.
Rudy asked Norman. Never better, dude. Okay, who wants to see a scary movie? Asked Jacob to the group. Yeah! The other four shouted in unison. They then marched off downstairs and getting the light while they went out the room. In the darkness, a faint rustling quietly shuffled. A soft gleam of green light cascaded onto the ceiling above. The end. Or is it?
Question mark?
There you go. What'd you guys think?
Hell yeah.
I thought it was incredible.
Yeah. Got some deep cuts, some old references from long ago. Some of which,
Goddamn plot twist.
some of which people can't even see anymore.
True. Well, now they're here.
But we know.
Mm-hmm.